guys, it's day number 98 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Every single day in the year 2022, I have committed to getting into a big, beautiful vat full of ice. Lots of big, chunky monkey pieces of ice in here. Making ice every single day here in the Morozco Forge. And yeah, I have been getting my body into that water every single day this year for 5 minutes at a time. And so today, the temperature of the water is 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So nice and chilly as it always is. So coming in, guys, hope you've had a great day and that you're prepared for a wonderful weekend coming up. I have my usual weekend where I just chill out on Saturdays. I don't really do a whole lot on Saturdays. And in fact, I've kind of slowed down a little bit today. Just kind of relax a little bit of kind of stressful things lately, I suppose, and so it's good to just take a breath every once in a while. But getting into an ice bath helps with that. So I want to talk about today, and I want to do something today that was actually talked about yesterday on the Jimmy Ice Bath video. Somebody said, why don't you dunk your head early in the ice bath, like when you first get in? And of course, my reasoning was when I first get in, I'm doing all I can to breathe first because it's overwhelmingly cold when you first get into the ice bath at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So you've got to like calm yourself down. So my concern was if I go in, how quickly can I go under the water? I don't know. I don't want to go under the water if I'm still like in the trying to catch my breath mode. So we're about to find out because I'm going to put my head under not just once, but twice today. So I will go in. And as soon as I can feel like I can catch my breath and close my mouth enough to go under the water, I will go under the water, probably like 8 to 10 seconds, whatever. Come up, breathe some more, talk to you guys for a few minutes, and then I'll end like I always do with going under the water. Now today it is very windy here in South Carolina. I mean, super windy. So I picked the wrong day to go under the water early because all that wind's going to blow on me, but that's okay. And it's like in the 50s today. It's usually been in the 70s. Anyway, I'm going to stop belly aching. I'm going to get into the ice bath. Here we go, you guys. Tilt you down a little bit so you can see all the action. All right, you guys. As always, 5 minutes on the clock. And going to dunk my head early. Let's see how quickly I can dunk it. Here we go. It's hard to catch your breath when you first come in. Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's really hard. Highly recommend that you calm your breath down before you go under that water. That is way too cold. Way too cold before you calm your breath down. All right, you guys, those of you that came in late, I actually went under the water at the very beginning on the advice of somebody saying, hey, try it, yesterday. And my concern was going under so quickly. You can see the wind blowing my hot tub door open back there. That's how windy it is. My concern was when I first get in, I need about 1.5 to 2 minutes to breathe, to calm down the brain racing, the heart racing. It's intense getting into 32-degree temperature water. And so when I got in and I tried to catch a breath to go under the water, when I went under the water, you guys, I immediately was still just trying to catch my breath from the cold, because that cold, it will bite you. It will get you if you're not used to it. And I am used to it, but I still have to breathe through it. So I don't think this idea of trying to put your head underwater immediately when you get in is a good idea at this cold of a temperature. I think I could probably easily do it in like 45-degree temperature water, but this is 32. And it's a major difference between those temperatures. As far as the dunk itself, it wasn't a big deal, other than I felt like I couldn't breathe down there. Whereas at the end, when I'm going to go under here in about 20 seconds, this one, it'll be no problem because I'm calm now. I was able to use my breath to calm down all the noise. But first getting in, the body's already kind of going, and the brain is just on haywire. It was not a great idea to stick my head under the water under those auspices. So I tried it. See, I'm willing to try anything once, you guys. Give it a go. All right, now let me do my normal going under the water. A little bit of a headache. Oh, a lot of bit of a headache. Hang on. Oh, we're back to the headache again. Oh. I think because I had already gone under for about 8 to 10 seconds, that second dunk just cumulatively added to it. Let me catch my breath a second, you guys. That's intense. I don't mind going below the water, but I don't think 2 dunks below the water is a great idea. So I think I'm going back to my normal schedule. Oh, that brain freeze is killer. All right, let me get on my jersey so we can take a walk together. For those of you that came in late, it is day number 98 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Today, I decided when I was in the water to give a go to going under the water early. Somebody suggested that on the ice bath video yesterday. Hey, why don't you go into the ice bath early? Why do you always do it late? Well, my concern was, preemptively before I did it today, my concern was that I needed to calm the brain down first, get comfortable in the ice bath, and then go under. Well, I tried to go under right away. And that was a little bit rough. So I think I'm going to stick to the going at the end. Yeah, that's going to serve me best. And look, it's not a competition to see how I can do things differently all the time. No, it's just do what works. And yes, challenge myself. But see, now I know. I didn't know for sure until I did this experiment today. I didn't know for sure how would I react. And now I know. So, all right, let's see who all's here today. 2016 Hopes is here. Brandon, David, Vicky, Rebecca, Sharon, Bulletproof, Jane, Kathy, Wild Rose, Nikki, Carrie Hartline, Dawn Marie, Bulletproof says, go, 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 Jimmy, with a bunch of fire emojis. I could use the fire emojis. Jane says, well done, far more brave than I am. I don't know how brave I am, but I certainly have made this a consistent habit so that it's doable and I just get it done. I don't even hesitate, don't even try to think about it. This is just a part of my life now. You wouldn't walk out the door without your pants on, and I don't go through my day without doing an ice bath. It is funny how the things that we add into our life that become a normal part of our routine, we don't even think twice about them now. Whereas when we were first adding them, they were so new. The novelty of it. Oh, wow, this is not anything I've normally done. And so you're not quite in the habit. But then you got doing it over and over and over and over again. And now it's so much a part of your life, you don't even think about it. Ice baths can be the same way. They sure can. Marcus is here. JT is here. Dan, May. JC says, woo! I do love my screen coming up out of the water. Sharon says, get it, Jimmy. Take one for the team. Yes. Today I did. Today was a little rough. After doing that first ice bath dunk, and then coming up, and that was already rough, and then doing the one at the end, and it caused that headache at the end. So that was a little rough. What's up, man? How are you? Lena's here. Gaston is here. May says, wowzers, you are brave. No, I don't think it's bravery, but thank you. That's very sweet, but I am a dedicated man to the craft that I'm doing right now. And the craft is dunking my body in a cold ice bath. JT says, you've got this. Fire emojis. I send all the fire emojis. I can warm up. Today, I will tell you, dunking early actually made me colder. Now, it's a little colder outside today. It's also windy today. Not quite windy out here, but not as windy as it will. Just as I say that, a big gust of wind comes. And so I'm feeling a little more cold today. I'm not shivering, though. Still not shivering. But I am colder. Take that for what it's worth. Alex is here. JEC is here. JT says Zen mode. Yeah, when I get in the mode where I'm breathing and I'm like staring straight ahead, it's like nothing's going to break that. Because that concentration really does help. Those of you that are trying to get acclimated to cold, either in the cold shower or maybe ice in your bathtub, or even a big nice unit like the Marasco Forge. That's my number one recommendation. Go somewhere else in your mind. Use your breath, breathe deeply, breathe methodically, but think about something else. And I don't do it on camera because I'll get copyright violated if I post this, but use some music. In fact, play a song that is the length of time that you want to be in the cold. And so whatever song, whatever music, whatever style of music gets you kind of pumped, use it. Hey, people do it in the gym all the time. Why wouldn't you do it with an ice bath? It's a nice distraction. Or if you've got a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, have them come talk to you while you're in there. Now, you don't have to talk back if you need to breathe a little bit, but have them just have a conversation with you. If you've ever been in a car before, driving on a long trip, and you turn on like a podcast, or you have a car mate and you guys get deeply engrossed in a conversation, you ever wonder how time just flies? That's the distraction. And so create a distraction while you're in there, and you won't even know you've been in there 5 minutes. You guys are my distraction, by the way, when I'm in there. I can't hear you, but I see your writing, so that's very encouraging to me. Don Marie says, yay, thank you for being here. Owen MP is here, Patty's here, JT says, welcome back. Did the wind feel warm when you got out? No, because the wind is blowing up against like my wet head. My ears are really cold because it's chillier here in Spartanburg today for some reason. So, and it's going to be cold over the weekend. I think it's getting down into the 30s again. I'm like, you do know it's April now, right? Weather. So, anywho, but no, like I said, I've been a little more cold today than I usually am coming out of the ice bath. And the only thing I did differently, for those of you that came in late, all I did differently this time was I dunked my head early. Somebody suggested that yesterday. Hey, why don't you dunk your head early, see how you do? And I hated it. I dunked it within the first 10, 15 seconds and stayed under there for about 8 to 10 seconds. And it was hard because I hadn't even calmed my body down. Because when I first get in, that shock is just, go and watch the replay. You'll see what I'm talking about. I could barely even catch my breath, much less take a breath to go underwater. So, won't be doing that again. I like doing it at the end anyway because it's a nice culmination to being in there for 5 minutes. Breath Tape is here. Aaliyah is here. Nikki's here. Don Marie says, please don't do that again. No. I will try something, and if it just is a total no, I know not to do it again. So, no. I got you. I will not. Thank you. May says, oh no, ouch. Yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun, because then when I came up out of the water, having been under the water very early, then not only did I have to catch my breath like I normally would, but then I had this added layer of I was dripping wet, that wind blowing on me. It created a lot more variables that didn't need to be there. And you guys noticed that I didn't calm myself down until almost 2 minutes left to go. So within 3 minutes to calm down, it was about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So, yeah. But look, I know now. I tried it, saw how it was, and realized it wasn't something I should be doing. So everything is education with this whole process. I love learning new things about it. Then I can pass those lessons on to you guys. Dee Dee Shank is here. SG is here. Carol Ann, Netak, Miriam, Nick, Sadie, Lowenberg, Week, M. Duff, is that Delelli? JT's laughing at me. Ben May says, how's the headache now? The headache's fine. Yeah, it was rough when I went under the second time towards the end. I thought, you know what? I don't need to be down here long. I've already put my head under once. And I knew from that experiment I did last week where I tried to go a minute under the water and I only made it 25 seconds. I knew I needed to be careful with the dosage, how long I stayed under. And so that first dunk was about 8 seconds. The second dunk was about 10 seconds when suddenly I felt that excruciating headache coming on. I was like, crap, brain freeze. And so I came up and I did my woo, but I was already in pain. So, but yes, it's better now. It's just like ice cream, brain freeze, drinking a milkshake, a Slurpee. You get that slight little, for like 20 seconds, and then it's gone. Julia's here. Courtney, Beatrice, Pastrana, Nutrient Dense Teas, Rachel, Justina. Don Marie says we missed the conversation while in the ice. Yeah, but I see you talking. So you guys don't know this, that when I'm in there and I'm kind of solemn and quiet and breathing and concentrating, I'm looking at the screen. And what would be really cool is when I'm in the ice bath, I should have prodded you guys to do this. When I'm in the ice bath, a lot of you guys do comment and I see it scroll, but it'd be cool if everybody taps the little hearts thing on the screen. Because then I know, okay, people are watching and that's you cheering me on. Maybe I'll prod that from now on. But I do see as the comments come in and then new people coming in. What's funny is the people that have never seen my ice bath videos before, they'll come in when I'm just like, just like really solemn, and they're like, is he dead? No, not dead. Very much alive. Sadie has fire emojis. Love the fire emojis. Maybe that's what you guys could do too. When I'm in the ice, everybody just posts a lot of fire emojis, and then that'll warm me up. I'll have to prod you on all that. Mario is here. So yes, you guys, day number 98 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. I'm going to make it the whole year, you guys. Getting after this. And those of you that are wondering, I get a lot of requests from people, hey, is there any good books or resources on cold therapy? And there's not any books that I'm aware of just dedicated to cold therapy. There are a lot of influencers, obviously, experts, and of course Wim Hof. Look up WIMHOF on YouTube. He puts up a lot of videos teaching all about cold therapy and the benefits and how to do it and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of breathing techniques. So go look that up. But as far as books, there are scant few. So Jimmy is going to try to fill that void here in about 3 weeks. I'm going to be starting on cold therapy clarity. So you guys know me as an author. I've written 10 books now. Cold Therapy Clarity will be number 11. And I've written 2 other clarity books, Cholesterol Clarity, Keto Clarity. And kind of the hallmark of those books is, let's take these complex subjects and let's make them simple. Make them easy to understand. Feature voices of experts, of people in moment of clarity quotes that can kind of underscore in maybe a little more complex language than what I would use exactly what's going on. So I'm excited to get started with that. And I do think it's going to be a phenomenal topic to do a clarity book on. My hope is starting it in May, really getting a lot of headway on it. I've already been doing a lot of research already, looking up studies, looking up content, looking up people, but then putting it all together starting in May. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the year, like completely done, ready to go. So that's my goal. I'm not going to rush it, but I definitely feel like it's going to be a resource that will be sorely needed once it's out there. So that's what I'm working on. All right, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. It is super windy here in South Kakalaki today, so I am feeling every bit of that wind blowing against my cold, drippy body. And if you guys came in late and you missed it, watch me go under the water early in the ice bath. I don't usually go under the water till the very end, but I decided to try it early today to see what would happen. It was not a good idea to do that. Going under the water early will not happen again. But I can at least say I tried it. I know what that was like. And now I realize it's not something good. Look, I don't think everything that we try in life is meant for us to keep doing it. You try it. Did it work? Was it helpful? Or did it not work? And it's okay if it didn't work. Trying things and them not working doesn't mean you should have never tried. No, it just means you tried and you learned new information about yourself. So I never take it as a bad thing. Holly says, I came in late. Yes, Holly, go back and watch the replay because you're going to want to see what happened today. Jimmy got another headache. So Siri is here. Holly says, what event are you speaking at? So Yeah, I actually am speaking at the Paleo FX conference. It's coming up here at the end of April. I will be driving down there to Austin, Texas is where it is. And I'm giving a talk about childhood trauma being a hidden cause of obesity and disease. They were thrilled. When I pitched that to them, they were super thrilled to have a talk on that because it is something nobody really talks about that much. And then I actually got contacted today by KetoCon. They said, hey, we're really loving your Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Would you like to give a presentation about doing ice baths at KetoCon in July? I was like, hey, if that's what you guys want, absolutely. I did tell them about this other talk that I'm giving at Paleo FX that, hey, you guys figure out which one you want. I can give the one about cold therapy if that's what they want, but I also will have one ready-made that I'm giving at Paleo FX on the childhood trauma, and it's linked to obesity and disease. And so anyway, fingers crossed, you guys. They're trying to squeeze me in for a 40-minute talk at KetoCon, and I literally just got that message today. So I have missed giving talks. You guys know I love to talk. I never shut up, some people say so, but I love the conference vibe and being able to show people, slides. So either way, if I do the childhood trauma one, I'll have a whole presentation all ready to go. If they want me to do something on cold therapy and ice baths, I will basically take all of these videos that I've done and all this information that I've accumulated and give a presentation of sorts. And so either way, wish me luck. I think that could be really big, and I'm really excited. And yeah, are you guys coming to KetoCon? Are you coming to any of the events? I will be going, like I said, to Paleo FX and KetoCon. I've also been invited, not to speak yet, but to attend the Biohacking Congress in Miami, Florida later this year. I was also at Dave Asprey's Biohacking Conference last year. But with all the ice baths that I'm doing, I might get some more opportunities to speak. So any of those that avail themselves, I will definitely let you know if I'm asked to be a speaker. But in the meantime, you stuck with me here on the ice baths, and thank you so much for being here. Day number 98, couple days away, you guys, from day 100. Still trying to figure out what I want to do special on Sunday when I hit day number 100. I need to do something special that day. We'll figure it out. But let me get off of here for now. Enjoy your weekend. I will be back at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back again real soon. Bye, guys.